Alright, it's Combat Mission Black Sea for the Russian side. I'm watching this turn blind for the first time. I had kind of an idea of what happens because I just watched the other side before this. So you take a casualty down here. Oh, whoa, 4 Iglas launched at the exact same time. Wow, you can see their smoke trails here. They're kind of obscured by all the icons here. You take a couple casualties here. You get no target hit notifications here, so all of those Iglas miss. There's some helicopter noises. Lovely, lovely helicopter noises. And something dies down here. Everything's so goddamn crowded I can't actually see, but I'll go zoom in on that in a second. And generally it's back and forth for the rest of the turn. You do inflict some casualties over here. One of your guys actually surrenders over here. You have a ton of contacts. You have a lot of contacts that you didn't have before. Down in these woods and over here. And let's go take a closer look. First, you get the pretty sight of 4 Eagles launching at once. 1, 2, 3. They all miss. Let me check the ammo. Most of them are now out of ammo. So only this guy has 1 shot left. And there's none. There's 1 left in this BTR. And this guy does shoot at the end of the turn. So unfortunately, your Iglas have proven that they aren't worth shit. But soon after that, one of DSM's squads all die in a horrible hellfire accident. That was, let me check. That was DSM's second squad. All die in a BTR here. These guys shoot. You also don't get a target hit notification, so you can assume that that missed. Down here, this guy swears a bunch. And he decides that that's 1 grenade launcher too many, and he surrenders. You do see some more Americans, however. That's some fairly standard gear happening here. Americans there, Americans here, and you've seen fire coming down from pretty much this entire ridgeline, so you're facing a solid line of American infantry contacts here. Down here, you also see an American. And he is spotted by this ATGM team. So down in this area, you guys take 2 casualties and inflict 3. Right as the turn starts, one of these guys gets picked off from fire from over here. So they start moving. He dies. That's coming from right over here. Later on, you have these guys advancing through this area here. Kind of moving through the wood line, moving across the orchard. You spot these guys evidently cowering. Oh, that's all the fire you've been pouring on them. And you do the whole casual gun down from the hip as they move thing, which is so great, always. So that's 3 dead Ukrainians here. But at the same time, you also lose somebody from fire from over here. So you're down 2, up 3. Alright, it's the second half of the turn for the Russians in Combat Mission Black Sea. Again, watching this blind, having only seen the previous turn. Oh hey, you spot this again. So you get your forward observer sees this tank here. Stuff happens in these woods. Contacts are now so close together that it's hard to make out what's happening. Something else gets hit. You take some casualties down here. From contacts you don't actually see at first. Firefights continue in this area. You get new contacts. These guys start to get shot at. That hit weapon mount is just crossfire. And things continue on. Fairly quiet. There's no complete doom and gloom raining from above right now. Helicopter noises are still certainly happening though. So let's get in and look at the action. So down here, it's a bad day to be DSM. One of your Iglas misses. I fast move another one of your Iglas to pick up the last spare round from their BTR. And the BTR of first squad with the ATGM in it, the ATGM 7, gets hit by a hellfire. So both these guys got hit in the trees while they were BTRs more in the open. So I don't know what's up with that, but DSM's down to 1 squad at this point. And also, right off the bat on this turn, these guys down here, they never get a spot, but they get shot at a lot. A lot of fire starts pouring their way from this direction. Lots of explosions going off. One of them takes a wound from a grenade going off in their face. And they got shot at for the whole turn without ever seeing what's shooting at them. Over here, some friendly Ukrainians walk straight into this entire squad, which just took a casualty. So these guys are laying down here. A grenade comes in, but it doesn't actually do anything. And you get at least 2 kills here. So there's fights going on in this entire wooded area. These BTRs are still on their target area orders. I probably should have taken them off, but sorry about that. Elsewhere, down here, your squad gets a little bit fucked up. Evidently, it gets spotted, because they're fine for most of the turn. And then at a certain point, at this point, there's a ton of fire starts moving in on them. So in this valley, you have a whole bunch of Americans. Let me just pause it there. You can see you have a whole bunch of Americans moving in. I'll let you guess the numbers for yourselves, but it's a lot. Lots of Americans moving up through these woods. Your recon guys are getting absolutely decimated there. Over here, your driver gets killed. The only crew member who successfully bailed out of that BTR gets gunned down from over here. So you lose all your contacts that you had in this region because he was the only one spotting them. But your tanks are still here, as well as all your infantry still moving up. Engineers, everything is starting to move into their correct locations. Looked like there's a thing that exploded here that might have been a helicopter thing that missed. I'm not sure. But generally, that pretty much is it for actual combat that happens this turn. These guys get shot at too briefly. You can see they're a little bit pinned. A little bit of crossfire comes through here, but they're on the reverse slope and they're behind trees. So not a lot actually happens. And by the way, this tank is an Abrams, just so you know. It's the one that popped smoke earlier, hasn't moved. But on that note, quick overview time. First company, you got these positions in the forest. Whatever this clusterfuck is, Jesus Christ, who even fucking knows? That's third company stuff. This is second company. So second company is in here, spread out. Who even fucking knows? Nasty Toes is along here. Fugolin is here. And Uper is spread out here. So third company is all, second company rather is all spread out there. Third company is fucking who knows. I got a bunch here, some here. The tanks are here. Fi is still bravely leading the fight from this house, which he has sat in from minute 1 of this game. That pretty much does it for all the companies. Your air assets are still here. Americans here, you've seen some Ukrainians here, getting shot at here, contacts down here. And that'll about do it. I'll upload the save, so as always, you can take a look at the rest yourselves. But other than that, that'll do it for this turn, and I will see you for the next episode.